constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends. Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense comes onto the field first today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, Dave, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Makes the grab, turning it on. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they got it at the 42.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. We're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Handoff from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a big chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays.
They'll try to get it in with the run.
God dang it, no blocking.
He is going nowhere. Stop the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs.
Touchdown, Rebels! That's the way you finish a drive and put on points.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Eagles offense has its first opportunity of the day. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer. But one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man? He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program, knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
And he runs into a wall. Maybe he got it back to the line of scrimmage. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Let's talk for a second about Georgia Southern. At some point with all of the oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. A designed run for the quarterback. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
When offenses get 1st downs like this, and they move the sticks, and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And the Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
The give from the gun. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Eagles pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Back to pass. It's Henson. It's complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Line getting set on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Eagles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wide receiver's going to get a shot at it on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Eagles.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise at the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all his ability on that TD.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and now completion to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. Leaves it with the running back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job of creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Completes it in the middle. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats.
To send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Splits the uprights, good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his spot. And the returner will be brought down. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. From the shotgun, the inside give. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Into a massive giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. On third and short, the power run here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. But
the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where my playmaker.
Gashing the knee on the right. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field.
And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Ole
myself, in for 6.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and they put it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's wrestled to the ground. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Here's a hit. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confuse the quarterback a little bit, force him to hold on to the football to the pass rush to get home.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tagged on a field goal, and now back for more. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Gives it on the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield, making something happen.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge him back to the line of scrimmage. To the air, it's Henson. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Nestles it in at the 35. He gets a block. Made a defender miss. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take...
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll give give it to the back. Spins away from the defender. He's got 59 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking to throw on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Looking downfield, it's Henson. Going for the big play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. They're working that left side. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on that second down.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at first and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
Off the play fake on first down. Touchdown! Ole Miss! Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of throwing the football.
Gang tackling. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Kick is in the air. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Looking for a man. It's
the football from its intended target. Nice job.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Going right to work up top. Wide open downfield. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Rebels! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can
That
get
poor
one
cameraman.
catch, get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity for them. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Georgia Southern in a hurry. Trying play action. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free and 4th down is coming up. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this range is concentrate on one thing, making the catch. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Got the quick completion. On his feet at the 40. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, this offense told us coming in, they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. I mean, already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown. Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's
Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. And the Rebels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Nothing went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the game.
question, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. To throw, it's Henson. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. He's got...
There he goes! They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Rebels!
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit. Down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Fires left. Makes a connection. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. Got his man downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Eagles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with this target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced teams to do.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Gonna look downfield again. Gets it to the back. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to...
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
surprising thing of this game so far, this guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down. Looking for more. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. He'll keep it himself. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the ground to try to move the chains. Picks up enough to get them first and 10 from the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. And off from the shotgun. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, the time will expire here in the third. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So we open the final period with a third down play. Motion from the back. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got him in the flat. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
On the run from inside his own 5. Find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, Dick.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Back to throw, it's Slater. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Well, that's two very good decisions on that play by the quarterback, right? Number one, not to hand it off. That was the right look to throw into it. The second good decision was his guy was covered, so don't throw it. Just take off and get what you can get. You got to like the decision-making this guy is showing right now in this game.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And his first throw here is incomplete. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Blocked those heels at the 10 and didn't go backwards. He makes the fair catch there. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Firing to the right, complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the
I didn't think he was actually going to do it.
Georgia Southern
And he did it.
team. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs and I'm in scoring position.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. The Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Turning it on! Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Rebels are on the move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the ground with the back. Got enough space. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to run it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice game, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat in second down?
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. At the 40, there he goes. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he got loose. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win.